there. I'm Jennifer Friedman and I am a collage artist and I live in Austin near Dripping Springs, and I am excited to share with you a video that I have created of my recent project, which is going to be a cityscape of Regensburg, Germany. And it was a place that we had visited this summer. My husband and I went on a European river cruise, and this is one of the photos that he actually took. So I'm excited to put it into a collage. Usually I will video the whole process of me doing a project from beginning to end, and then I get overwhelmed with all the editing and whatnot. So what I'm doing this time is I'm just recording 15 bites at a time, 15 minutes at a time, and I'm going to be uploading it onto my YouTube channel so that you can see the process as it works, as I go through it. And I do talk a bit about my process and about me throughout, so I hope that you enjoy. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a message and contact me. I am a self-taught artist, and I've been doing art for about 5 years now. And I'm also a curator for the Salon Mystique, which is a gallery and beauty salon and blow bar in the Belterra area here in Austin. Anyway, with that, I'm going to let you see the beginning of my process. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. A lot of times when I'm doing this, I'm just really taking off my glasses, trying to look at it as if maybe you were squinting your eyes if you had really good vision. By taking off my glasses, it allows me to kind of see how things are, how they work out, kind of more in a generalized way. Sometimes I can't tell the front from the back. This particular paper was stationery that just has lines on it, so I gotta be sure I'm on the right side. Some of these pieces also have straight edges, and so those are what I'm looking for to make my sharp lines, like around these buildings and such. So I'm generally trying to make the sky lighter at the bottom, but I really want to be sure that my pieces are varied enough. Which side is this one? I can't tell. Looks white anyway. So I'm just wanting to be sure that I have a good variety of pieces. That looks like an edge, but it's not. Okay, here we go. And I'm putting the darker ones closer to the top because I think that's more natural, although I am still trying to get some clouds in here. Some of these papers are torn in a way that it's leaving these white edges, and that usually bothers me a lot, except for when I'm doing sky. I actually like it because it kind of softens it and it kind of makes it look like it could be layers of clouds. So I actually like that. I don't really have a plan here, except I'm just trying to, oh, that looks like a corner piece. I'll put that up here. I'm trying to keep a clean border at the top. That's one thing I never seem to do, is I end up framing my things and my pictures go all the way to the edges, and then I lose some of it because of the mat of the frame. So I'm trying to be more aware of that. This looks very square. This would be good in a corner somewhere. I think here and here. That would make a nice sharp corner. I think this one would too. I can't tell with my glasses off. So some of these pieces are itty bitty. And one of the things that I like about this process is that it's like therapy for me. I can just kind of not think so hard about it and just kind of let my mind just, I don't know, kind of wander a bit, which is nice from time to time. Here's another nice corner piece. And so when my mind is wandering, I just kind of think about things I want to do in the day, or sometimes I have aha moments where things just hit me and it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that until like just now. So while I'm doing something and focusing on it, the back of my brain is still working. I don't think any of those are straight edges. What else? Tearing the paper is therapy for me too, because it's just something that I can do sort of in a mindless kind of way, but at the same time, I know that I'm going to make something beautiful out of it. So it's as if I'm deconstructing my work, because I painted all these papers, and so I'm tearing up all the papers that I already painted, which seems crazy, but it's just part of the process. And I just really enjoy that process and the freedom to kind of do whatever I feel moves me. I want to make sure I get enough dark colors here at the top. I thought I had enough, so we'll see. And what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of laying them out in such a way that I just want to be sure I have enough. A lot of times I'll find that I run out of my favorite something and then I have to go and make it, and then I can't seem to recreate it accurately. And it's kind of like buying yarn at a yarn store. You know, when you look at when you're wanting to make a sweater and you look at the dye lots so that you can make sure that all the yarns were dyed all at the same time, and that way you know that they all go together, so you don't have like this weird swirl of kind of off-colored pieces. And so that's kind of what I'm doing with this, is I just want to be sure that I don't have to go in there and put in other pieces that just aren't quite right. I like to have my grouping and see how far that can take me. And I'm pretty sure that I have enough to cover all this. At first I thought I might wanted to do it more like a mosaic, and so I was actually cutting the pieces into little squares, and I don't know what I did with those. I think I got rid of them, but I mean, I didn't get rid of them. I never throw anything away if I can use it in some way. I'm a reuser. I have a bunch of art that I don't like that I've made, and sometimes I will just cut it up by its color, and I'll sort it, and I will put it in my color drawers so that next time I'm looking for, say, another sky blue, a lot of times the pieces that are in those drawers are pieces from other artworks that I have also created and then, of course, destroyed. But I think that's part of being an artist. I am self-taught. I just kind of do what feels right for me. I don't know that what I'm doing is the proper way to do it, but I do my due diligence to try and make sure that I'm using the right kind of supplies. Because I want to be sure that when I make artwork, and if somebody wants to have it in their home, that it's going to look as good, 30 years from now as it does the day that I created it. So I am very aware of that. Yay, I'm so excited. I think I'm going to have plenty to choose from, but I'm going to keep going because collage is built on layers. And sometimes, like, this kind of feels a little yellowy to me. And so in the sky, I might just throw in some of that yellow and intermix that in with the rest of the blues. And since I have my glasses off, it kind of allows me to see what it's going to look like from a distance, because with a collage, you want to go away from it and look at it as it's one big picture. But when you get closer, you want to see that it's made up of bits and pieces of other things. And So when you come up close or you put your glasses on, it's like, oh, that doesn't look so great. But that's not what I'm going for. I do want it to look great up close, but I want it to, you know, when you're standing 5 feet away from it or further, I want you to be able to see that it's a painting. It's bigger than its pieces. And there might be thousands of pieces and lots of layers. And you know what? If I don't like something, I'm just gonna layer on top of it and move on. A lot of my pieces build up texture that way because I didn't like what I did. And I'm gonna use every last piece that I tore. So, oh, here's one of the pieces that was a perfect square. And when I find those, I will show them to you. And I think that this is pretty much it. Oh, here's a few more pieces. So this picture was actually something that my husband took on a day on our European cruise. We were in Germany on a riverboat and I wasn't feeling well. Little did I know I had COVID. But he went and took some pictures for me so that I could see the beauty of Regensburg, Germany. And I just love this picture because I love the buildings and the shapes. And I just thought, oh, collage, that's gonna do really well for me for that purpose. So here it is.